Hey everyone, welcome back to the Steep. In this session, we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to take a look at a browser extension that you can install that I think is well worth it. For those of you who have been around the block a time or two, you probably have some favorite extensions. Foxy Proxy comes to mind. There's a lot of other things that are out there. uBlock Origin, a lot of stuff. But in any case, let's go ahead and fire up our Firefox really quickly today. And again, I'm just using the Firefox that ships with Kali. So again, this is going to be an ESR version. But when you're ready, go ahead and click on the extensions. And then what I'd like you to type in here is OWASP Penetration Testing, and then finally Kit. And when you're ready, go ahead and hit search. And you're going to want to choose this first option, OWASP Penetration Testing Kit, 943 users, and it comes from pentestkit.co.uk. So thank you to our friends in the UK for getting this squared away. And then go ahead and add it to Firefox. And if you want, go ahead and choose allow the extension to run in private windows. And from my perspective, I'm going to go ahead and add it. And then I obviously want to pin it to the extension toolbar. So I go ahead and choose OK. Now, when we're done, we can go ahead and close this as well. And I'm going to stay on my primary website here. But if you see here, now we have this icon that looks like a zipper, basically. So, and it's a little dude or potentially a little dude in a trench coat, but it also looks like a tab, a little tab pulled on a zipper. But regardless, I've cracked myself up. Let me stop with that. But as you can see here, there are a bunch of tool suites. And in this case, it immediately updated to 997, so the latest version, which is great. We're going to go ahead and close that. And as you can see, with respect to launching this against the actual website, it found a lot of the details about my site already, including what we would normally find with some standard developer tool browsing, right? So for those of you who use Wapalizer, there's another extension that's fantastic. It kind of has that same built-in capability here on the technology stack. So pretty wonderful. It talks to me about using a Fortinet device. Now, I certainly don't have the Fortinet. That would be something that GoDaddy throws in front. So definitely something to be aware of. There are no details with respect to OWASP secure headers or anything of this nature. Same thing with cookies, nothing at the moment. But if we take a look, we can kind of scan through each one of these tabs very briefly. You can see a bunch of different passive recon and whatnot that would be very beneficial from our standpoint in terms of what's available. So we could scan in runtime, but I'm not going to do that since GoDaddy actually has an active block on for any type of scanning. In fact, I was going to show you Ferox Buster, but I ended up getting myself blocked for a hot minute. So we'll do that again at a later time. But there's also an IASTA feature as well. And again, you can kind of scroll through each one of these tabs at your leisure. But what I like about it is once we start getting a little bit further over to the other side here, to the right side of the screen, you can start to see it already has a built-in utility for making modifications of any type of Java Web Tokens or JSON Web Tokens rather. Excuse me. So, and it also has the built-in decoder, which is fantastic too. So if you just want to, sometimes you may just want to do a quick encode decode without firing up burp. This is fantastic from that standpoint. Additionally, they got some pretty sexy cheat sheets here available to you. So cross-site scripting and pretty much, I don't know that it's like brute force .br site, but it's still pretty comprehensive. And then lastly, you also have a tools drop down here where you can take a look at different macros and Swagger as well. So if you wanted to mess with the Open API, you could throw that in. So all in all, I think it's a fantastic extension. It's a little lesser known one to my knowledge. I haven't seen a lot of pen testers using this yet. But again, I guess your mileage will vary. But it tends to be an overlooked extension. So hope you like it. Try it out. Let me know in the comments, and we'll see you next time. Take it easy. Peace.